Welcome to part 10 of the Sonic Unleashed Let's Play. Hey, now unfortunately this is the point in the Let's Play where I decide to stop thinking straight. Because, well, it's kind of evident at the end of the video. But, you know, but enough about that, and let's get into the boss. So, anyway, we are now fighting the Dark Moray, which is, in my opinion, my least favorite boss battle in the whole game. Well, at least my least favorite werehog boss in the game. And it's only because of how this boss operates. The first thing we need to do is to get onto the arena itself. We do that by finding these capsules, which do leak. And so you find these capsules, break them out of the ice, and you carry them to the dragon heads, or the other Moray heads, I should say. So you can freeze them, and you'll be able to easily destroy them, like that. And thankfully, they are one-hit kill. Then you get up here, and you have to attempt to freeze the boss itself. So you have to, you know, yeah, just do what I do right here. And it's like, what was I doing? So press circle, or, no. What am I doing? There we go. In case if you do get frozen, and you can wiggle the analog stick, to break yourself out. When you take down a chunk of his health, it'll then take it out of the arena, and you have to repeat the beginning process again. Now the thing is, the reason why I don't like this boss is because you have to attack it on specific points of the body. You just saw, I had to alright, you have to destroy the green glowing spots, or the green fuck me lights, I should say. And you'll be able to inflict damage on it. In the Wii version of this boss, it really doesn't matter where you have to hit it. As long as you hit it, that's fine, but, you know, in this version, that's not so much the case. So we have to, you know, you have to freeze it, avoid the projectiles. Well, for the second hit, we have to run to the back. And we have to continue on hitting the green spot. And now for the third phase. Because in the third phase, we have to attack the head, right? But because of the fact that the head is so high above the ground, and if you freeze it, you're not going to be able. You have to find a good opportunity to, you know, to freeze it, to the point, at a point where he has his head low. Well, the problem is, though, is that the head would. What you need to do is that. I'm sorry if I'm actually stuttering a bit. The Dark Moray actually has this one move where he'll lower his head down. Well, he'll also have this attack, and I think this might be a good way to inflict damage on him. I guess what you're also supposed to do is that when he gets tired, that's when he has his head low. Oh, and that's a good opportunity, and that might be a good opportunity to, you know, attack the head. But the problem, but the fact is that, and since you're carrying something, like, even when you're holding down on the R2 button, even when you're holding down the R2 trigger, that's still not going to be enough to outrun the ice wall. Well, and by that point, and sometimes when, well, that's probably a bad example, but I might as well say it anyway. Most of the time, he'll just create an ice wall while blocking your path, so you have to break blocking your path. So so obviously you have to break the ice wall. But by the point where you break the ice wall, well, he'll just wake up. He'll wake up, and you won't get a good opportunity. In other times, and Sonic is, well, most of the time you're not really fast enough to do it anyway. Hey, so in this boss fight, all you really need to do is just get lucky, and just hope that you can, and well, attack the boss that way. Okay, so now that we got that, try to attack it. Nope. Okay. See? That's what I'm talking about. Or not. Well, you just need a good height, or you just need to jump high enough and attack the head that way. But I'm just not a fan of this boss so much. It's just for the fact that it's really luck based and it's all trial and error or stuff. Yeah, it's not that fun. And unfortunately, because of this, I had to drag this part out on a lot longer. And I apologize for the commentary here. I really do. It's like, come on, lower your heads. Lower your head so I can freeze you. And again, you only have a limited amount of time and to hold the capsule before it freezes you. This is one of those instances where this is one of the instances where I think the Wii version is better when it comes to... Well, this is one of those instances where I think the Wii version is better. But then again, that's just me. I mean, if you like this boss, that's fine. And maybe I just suck at timing and all that. But ugh. All right. Get that. Oh yes, yes! I managed to shave off some health.
It's kind of hard to get a fix on. Wonder if I can get him to stop.
And of course, now he does it. Now he does that attack. Now he does that attack. Finally. Ugh. I hate this boss.
Sorry, I'm in a rush here.
I like the dialogue that the Werehog has whenever you beat a boss. Anyway, that was the Dark Moray. Again, it's my least favorite Werehog boss in the entire game. But I don't think... But you know, I'd rather take this boss over the final boss. Anyhow, cutscene. And yeah, we pretty much restored the Alaska continent. And in fact, we are actually done with the first half of the game. Yeah, this is only, well, I like to think of this game as two halves. And we just completed the first one, because now we have a second set of continents to restore. And, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. As I should say. So now we need to head back to Spagonia, tell Professor Pickle that we restored the other continents, or at least restored the other Chaos Emeralds as well as the first set of continents, and we'll be, well, so that way we can progress. Progress, yeah. Oh man, I really like, you know what, when it comes to setting and all, I'm all for a wacky setting, a wackier setting, and when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, but you know, I honestly like the fact that Sonic is now in a more realistic world. And the fact that the humans here look cartoony in a Pixar fashion. This is how, I made my human, for those that follow my DeviantArt, I do have a human OC, but, you know, I'm all for this design too. It definitely fits more in the universe that Sonic is in. And it kind of makes me wish that, why didn't they do this in the first place? Well, granted, the other humans work in a more animated style. So I guess that would also make sense, because I think Sonic works well in anime.
All systems are green. Dark Gaia activation is confirmed on all 7 continents. Electromagnetic homing signals are locked on. All units converging on point 0.
Yes, perfect! Gathering Dark Gaia's pieces is such a pain. I'll have them come to me instead! A brilliant shift in perspective. An idea worthy of Dr. Eggman, super genius!
Your skill at self-aggrandizement is unparalleled.
Silence! Activate the Dark Gaia fusion furnace! And while you're at it, get those energy conversion circuits warmed up.
Understood. Commencing Project Dark Gaia. Requesting final clearance.
Granted! Finally, my ambitions will be achieved!
I also want to mention that, in terms of, like, companions for Dr. Eggman, this is actually the first Sonic game to introduce Orbot. Well, actually in this game he's called SA55, also known as Sass, but people just called him Ergo. Ah, we meet again. I'm sorry about this, I just have to do this every time I meet this guy. He's a pretty comfortable around you, eh? Thanks a lot. So at this point, we just have, well, not yet. We travel the world and gather rare and mysterious things to ourselves. Go ahead and take a look at our wares. Or you were good if we had anything left to ourselves for now. We should get the new stock in before next time, eh? Hey, you would take a look at them. and that, and that's pretty much the last time we'll be talking to Wentos. Since Orba in this game constantly says ergo, oh, that's what people would call ergo. That's what people would call him in this game. You know, ergo. Anyway, we are now in Shamar, which, as far as what area this is based off of in our world, Shamar is pretty much based on the Middle Eastern area. I'm not too sure which part, but I know it's around somewhere around there. Or like Iraq or Afghanistan or I'm not too sure. Maybe when I edit this video, and look at the research, I'll give you some clarification. I'll clarify what location this is based off of. Although I will say that this is definitely not based on Egypt. So to those that are mistaken in this place with Egypt, no. Although, again, in the research I could be proven wrong. We'll find out but we'll find out. Oh, it's that. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out soon. You'll see. But you know, Shimar's pretty... I really like how this looks, and this is one of those cases where the lighting really does show. This is one case where the lighting in this game just looks so good in the day. Well, the lighting also looks so good in the night too, but... Man, that Hedgehog engine... looking pretty fine, ain't indeed. So anyway, in this Gaia Gate, we actually have one more upgrade to get, and as you can tell by the shoe, at least how the shoe looks, considering that it's gold. Yep, we're getting the Lightspeed Dash. Well, the Lightspeed Dash. And so, we'll just go over here, boost to the rainbow rings, and voila, the Lightspeed Dash shoes. Just press triangle on a line of rings and boom, instant Lightspeed Dash. And I'm so glad that it works just like how it did in an SA2 and onwards. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry that I had to cut this part short. But in the next time we meet in Sonic Unleashed, we are gonna be doing Shamar Day, and we're gonna be doing yet another Werehog stage in another continent. I am GameMan5804. Sorry about my commentary today, and I'll see you all next time.